This program brought to you in part by the Erica Lewis Endowment Fund.
Coming up, it's Advanced Technologies Academy taking on Coronado. This is the Varsity Quiz Silver League Championship. Hello and welcome to this 56th season of Varsity Quiz. The best and the brightest high school students are matching wits in this unique academic competition. What an honor to be your host, Nathan Tannenbaum. We started with 18 schools in this Silver League, 3 different divisions. Well, the road to the 2025 Varsity Quiz Silver League Championship ends tonight. A-Tech defeated Palo Verde in their semifinal to get their spot here. Let's meet their starters. There's Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hey.
There's Carlo.
Hey.
Hey, Carlo. There's Callum.
Hello.
And there's William.
Hello.
And the coaches for A-Tech, Johnny Wynn and Chris Argento. Now let's meet the starters for Coronado, who eliminated Clark in their semifinal. Starters for Coronado, we got Xander. Hey, Xander.
What's up?
Good to see you again. Hi, Rain.
Hi.
Miriam.
Hello.
And Seme.
Hey, Nate.
And the coach for Coronado, Matt Averman. Students, you ready? Let's play Varsity Quiz. What former French mandate home to the Hezbollah party? And that's going to be Coronado, Seme.
Lebanon?
Yes. Next question. A character in this novel gets a letter from Theophilus Msimangu to come to, we'll go with A-Tech, Mark.
The jungle?
That is incorrect. That is an interrupt, and I'll complete the question. The letter to come to Johannesburg, Arthur Jarvis is killed by Stephen Kamalo's son Absalom in what novel by Alan Paton? Coronado, Miriam.
Cry to beloved country.
That is correct. More points for Coronado. We move on to this question. In this country, the Free Officers Movement was launched to depose the opulent Coronado Rain.
Libya.
That is incorrect. That is an interrupt. I'll complete the question. Name this country where Gamal Abdel Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal. A-Tech, Carlo?
Egypt.
Yes. Now A-Tech is on the board and we move on. In both elastic and inelastic collisions, this quantity is conserved. Name this physical property found by multiplying an object's mass. Coronado, Miriam.
Momentum.
Yes. Next question is a calculation question, students. In the equation, x squared plus mx plus n equals 0, m and n are integers. The only possible value for x is -3. So what's the value of m as in Mary? Coronado, Miriam.
0.
Incorrect. A-Tech, Callum?
9.
Incorrect. We were looking for 6. No points. We move on. This city is home to a rooftop swimming pool that traverses 3 buildings in its marina. Coronado, Xander?
Singapore?
Yes. Next question. Whose performance at Super Bowl 59 made him the first? Coronado, Xander?
Kendrick Lamar?
Yes. In this novel, the protagonist knocks out a screaming priest, and Ogilvy is killed by a heat ray. Bacteria kills tripod-shipped Martian invaders. A-Tech, Carlo?
War of the Worlds?
Yes. We move on. This natural feature is found on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe on the Coronado, Xander?
Victoria Falls?
Yes. Next question. What particles, which are gained or lost in ionization, Coronado, Miriam?
Electrons.
Yes. What city lends its name to a type of blinds that use horizontal slats and glassware that's produced on the island of Murano? Coronado, Seme?
Mosaic? Mosaic?
No? A-Tech, Mark?
Lattice?
No, Venice, the Venetian blinds. Okay, we move on. No points. Next question. In a play by this author, a character describes ballroom dancing as a world without collisions. What South African author wrote about Hallie, Sam, and Willie in Master Harold and the Boys? That's A-Tech, Mark.
Soyinka?
Incorrect. Coronado, Miriam?
Alan Patton.
No, it was Athol Fugard. Next question. Charles Goodyear accidentally discovered a technique called vulcanization to make this material. A-Tech, Callum.
Rubber.
That's right. Next question. What world's most famous sheep was one of the first animals? A-Tech, Carlo?
Dolly.
Pardon me?
Dolly.
Yes. Next question, a calculation question, students. Solve the following inequality for x. 6 times the quantity x plus 2 is greater than 7 times the quantity x minus 5. Repeating, solve the following. We'll go with Coronado, Miriam.
X is less than 7.
I believe that is incorrect. I'll finish repeating the question. Solve the following inequality for x. 6 times the quantity x plus 2 is greater than 7 times the quantity x minus 5. A-Tech, Callum?
X is greater than negative 23.
Incorrect. We were looking for x is greater than 47. No points. Next question. This country was home to composer Anton Bruckner, whose Fourth Symphony was dubbed his romantic. Arnold Schoenberg founded what nation's second Viennese school? Coronado, Same?
Austria.
Yes. Next question. In the song Bohemian Rhapsody, this word is said after the lyric, easy come, easy go, will you let me go? What Arabic word, we'll go with Coronado, Xander?
Bismillah.
Yes. Next question. The rival Welzer and Fugger families came from what southern German city that also names a Lutheran confession with 28 articles? Coronado, Seme?
Nuremberg.
Incorrect. A-Tech, Callum?
Munich.
No, it was Augsburg. No points. Next question. What statement in quantum mechanics holds that some quantities can never be precisely measured? A-Tech, Carlo.
Heisenberg uncertainty principle.
Yes. Next question. Which video game, allowing players to build virtual neighborhoods populated by virtual families? A-Tech, Mark?
The Sims.
Yes. What phenomenon which disappears above the Curie temperature is a form of magnetism exhibited by cobalt, nickel, and that's A-Tech. Carlo?
Ferromagnetism.
That is correct. Next question. Abu Bakr and Ali were holders of what title? Coronado, Miriam?
Caliph.
Yes. What Boeing aircraft dubbed the Queen of the Skies? And that's Coronado. Xander?
747.
Yes. Hydraulic presses work based on the fact that this quantity evenly transmits through a fluid per Pascal's principle. A-Tech, Carlo?
Pressure.
Yes. Next question. What area of Seattle was taken over by protesters in A-Tech, Carlo?
Capitol Hill.
Can we take that? Yes, we can. Okay, hey, we're out of questions for the first round. Can we give these students a round of applause? But don't go anywhere. So we hope that you have been watching Varsity Quiz over the past several weeks. So before we move on, we've actually gotten to know these players as they've been with us through the quarterfinals and the semifinals. They're all incredible young men and women with bright futures. So instead of asking biographical questions that we've already asked, this time we thought we would check in on your post-high school plans if you've got some. If you do, that's great. If you don't worry about it, but we'll start over here with A-Tech. Mark, you're only a freshman, so have you thought ahead to after high school?
Yeah, a little.
What do you think?
I want to be a lawyer.
Okay. Well, that's all we need to know for now. Good luck with that, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Mark. Carlo is senior, so hopefully you've made some plans for after high school.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna go to college.
Have you chosen one, or have they chosen you?
Sure.
Okay. It sounds like it's a touchy subject, so we'll move on. Carlo, good luck with that. We know you'll do fine, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thank you. Here's senior Callum. Hi, Callum.
Hi, Nate.
How about yourself? Do you know where you're going after high school?
I've been accepted to a handful of universities, and I have yet to decide.
Oh, well, that's an awesome problem to have. There could be much worse problems. Good luck picking one. I'm sure it'll be fine whatever you do. Good luck with that, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Callum. Here's 11th grader William, so you got at least one more year, but have you thought what you might be doing after high school?
I think I'm going to go into architecture.
Okay, well, good luck with that. And good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, Advanced Technologies Academy. Great job, you guys. All right. So, Xander, you've had some time to think. You are a senior. Hopefully, you've got some idea what you're doing after high school.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to college. I don't got much of an idea past that, you know? I just want to.
Have you done the apps? Have anybody gotten back
Yeah,
to you?
you know, I've gotten a couple, but mainly my goal just for beyond is just to travel a lot. So whatever gets me there, you know.
Xander, you're good to go, buddy. Good luck with that. Good luck in Varsity Quiz. Rain, how about yourself? You're an 11th grader, so you got another year.
Yeah, I do. I was thinking economics.
Okay. Do you have a particular school in mind, or you hadn't even got that far?
I narrowed it down to three:
Okay.
UNC Chapel Hill, Boston College, and NYU.
Those are some good goals. Good luck with all of them, and good luck on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Rain. Miriam, you have another year to go, but I'm guessing you may have thought about what you're going to do after high school?
Oh, I've kind of gotten two plans. First, after high school, I plan on studying medicine. Second, after this game, right now I'm fasting. This is Ramadan. I'm hungry for victory. I'm tired. I want this to be over. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims watching this, but we're going to get it for you.
Okay. Well, good luck with that, and I hope you get something tasty to eat when we're done.
Thank you.
All right, Miriam. And Sameh, how about yourself? Do you know what you're doing after high school? Wonderful. You got a couple.
Yeah, I'm interested in going into cardiology.
And good luck
Thank you
on
so much,
Varsity
Nate.
Quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, the students from Coronado. And the bonus round coming right up. Got a close one. The score going into round two. A-Tech has 40 points. Coronado has 50. We have one new player for each team. For A-Tech, there's Brian. Hi, Brian. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
And for Coronado, the new player is Ezra. Hi, Ezra.
Hey.
Good to have you here. This round is timed at 6 minutes. That time starts as I read this question. What figure is originally known as Bertilac before a transformation by Morgan Le Fay and promises to return a blow 1 year after being decapitated by Gawain? Coronado, Semé?
Merlin?
Incorrect. A-Tech, Mark?
King Arthur.
No, we were looking for the Green Knight. No points. We move on to the next question for both teams. Sarin gas prevents the breakdown of this neurotransmitter in the central nervous system, leading to seizures and death. We'll go with A-Tech. Carlo?
Acetylcholine.
I believe that is correct. We have bonus questions, science questions now, only for A-Tech. First, what molecules' names usually end in the suffix "ase" or "ace and serve as biological catalysts? Second, the lithosphere of the North American plate floats on top of this layer of the mantle.
No, it's above that. Magma. It's where the magma's in.
Captain?
First one's enzyme. Second one's outer core.
Enzymes is correct. We're looking for asthenosphere for the second one. So you get some bonus points, but not all. And this question now for both teams is a calculation question, students. Discount tickets to a basketball game sell for $4 each. Eric spent $60 on discount tickets, which was $37.50 less than if he'd bought the tickets at the regular price. So what was the regular price? Coronado, Semé.
$7.50.
Incorrect. A-Tech, Callum?
$7.30.
No, we're looking for $6.50. No points. Next question for both teams. Which U.S. national park was named for the bluish haze characteristic of the region? That's A-Tech. Callum.
Smoky Mountains.
Can we take that? That's not the name of the park. Coronado, Xander.
Great Smoky Mountains.
Yes. Bonus questions now about national parks and historic sites for Coronado only. First, this National Historic Site in Massachusetts features the world's largest collection of historic American firearms. And second, this national park is located near Moab, Utah, and is near where climber Aaron Ralston amputated one of his arms after getting stuck under a big rock.
I'd say Archie's. Archie's is more famous.
Okay. Bunker Hill and Arches. Okay. First answer, Bunker Hill. Second answer, Arches.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Springfield Armory and the Canyonlands National Park. No bonus points, but you get your regular points. And this question for both teams. This country's Jerba Island lies on the Gulf of Gabes. Bishops from Jerba attended the Council of Carthage in what modern-day Coronado, Miriam?
Tunisia.
Correct. Bonus geography questions for now, Coronado only. First, this Caribbean country, along with Bonaire and Curacao, are collectively known as the ABC Islands. Second, a namesake canal diverts water from the Colorado River to this agricultural area in Southern California located south of the Salton Sea.
What's the lake up near Crescent City?
What's it called?
Captain.
First answer Aruba, second answer Palm Springs.
Aruba is correct. The second answer is Imperial Valley. Some bonus points, but not all, and this question for both teams. This memoir depicts the sadistic Edwin Epps. It was adapted into a 2013 movie directed by Steve McQueen. What memoir is by Solomon Northup, who was kidnapped and enslaved from 1841 to Coronado, Miriam.
12 Years a Slave.
That is correct. Bonus literature questions now for Coronado only. First, what author contrasted, quote, a full-hearted evensong with the title bird's frail, gaunt, and small demeanor in his poem, The Darkling Thrush? Second, what poet mourned the death of a president in When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed and Oh, Captain, My Captain?
It was like a thing with wings or feathers. I'm not sure.
I know what you're talking about. So hope is the thing.
Captain.
First answer, hope is the thing with feathers. Second answer, Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman is correct. The first one was the author's name we were looking for, Thomas Hardy. So you get some bonus points, but not all, and we continue with this question for both teams. Philately is the study of what? Coronado, Miriam?
Stamp collecting.
Can we take that? I think we can, yes. Okay, bonus questions about U.S. stamps now for Coronado only. First, a 32-cent stamp was issued with the likeness of which sociologist, who along with others founded the NAACP, was a leader in the Niagara movement? Second, a 5-cent stamp was issued with the likeness of which conservationist, known as the father of national parks?
And W.E.B. Du Bois. First answer, W.E.B. Du Bois. Second answer, John Muir.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. Now this question for both teams. A monarch with what first name and the last name Godwinson lost, and that's ATAC, Mark?
Harold.
Yes. Bonus questions now about history for ATAC only. First, the sled dogs Togo and Balto helped transport diphtheria antitoxin in the 1925 Serum Run to this Alaskan city. The Iditarod Trail sled dog race finishes in this city. Second, this world leader announced his resignation as president of Egypt after losing the Six-Day War, but rescinded the decision the following day.
Yeah, now that makes sense. What was the first one? Gnome. Yeah.
Captain.
First one's gnome. Second one's Nazar.
Both are correct. Okay, we're out of time. Speed round coming up. Score going into round three. ATEC 65 points. Coronado has 90. We only say it because we mean it. Anything can happen in the speed round. Both teams are keeping their exact same players, so we keep going. Let's get this party started. The Live Strong Foundation was founded by this man. What cyclist had championship titles? Coronado, Miriam?
Lance Armstrong.
Correct. Who once described Russia as a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma? Coronado, Xander.
FDR.
Incorrect. ATEC, Callum?
Winston Churchill.
That is correct. Next question. What city is an Italian port city and former merchant republic? And that's ATEC, Mark.
Venice.
Incorrect. On the Ligurian Sea. Coronado, Seme?
Pisa?
No, we're looking for Genoa. Next question. Einstein solved the photoelectric effect by realizing that quantum energy equals frequency times what constant? And that's ATEC. Carlo?
Planck's.
That is correct. What artist collaborated with J. Cole on a single from his album? And that's Coronado. Miriam?
Colts.
Nope. And said he only loves his mom and his bed in God's plan. ATEC, Carlo?
Kanye West.
No. We're going to Drake Town. Let's keep going because we're on a timer. Name the great founder of the Achaemenid Empire. And that's ATEC. Carlo?
Cyrus the Great.
Yes. During the Miracle on the Hudson, who glided U.S. Airways Flight 1549 into a New York river? ATEC. Callum?
Sullenberger.
Yes. This author compared Loch Fyne to the tidal body of water in an 18 Coronado. Miriam.
Henry David Thoreau.
Correct. Which tight end won Super Bowl 58 with the Kansas City Coronado? Miriam?
The Eagles.
That is incorrect. And we'll go with HTAC. Mark?
Kelsey.
Yes, Travis Kelsey. Next question. The Swahili coast was involved in trade in what ocean south of Asia? Coronado. Xander?
The Indian Ocean.
That's correct. In scientific notation, what is 670 million plus 700 million? Coronado. Miriam?
1.37 times 10 to the 7th.
Incorrect. HTAC. Carlo?
1.37 times 10 to the 8th.
That's incorrect as well. It was 1.37 times 10 to the 9th. No points. Next question. Let's keep going. Which counterculture hit of the 1960s, written by John and Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas, proclaims, that's ATAC, Callum?
California Dreamin'.
That's right. Let's keep going. What school of American philosophy, emphasizing practicality, Coronado? Miriam?
Pragmatism.
That's right. In what Southeast Asian country did 6 tourists die of methanol poisoning in Vang Bien? Coronado. Miriam?
Vietnam.
That is incorrect. About 80 miles from its capital, Vientiane. ATAC. Mark?
Laos.
Yes. Next question. A character in this novel is named Waverly Jung. Coronado. Miriam?
The Joy Luck Club.
That's right. A focus and a directrix characterizes ATAC. Carlo?
Parabola.
That's right. Many people of what nationality immigrated to the United States from Algarve and Lisbon? Coronado. Same?
Portuguese.
That's right. The essays Circle and Self-Reliance were published. Coronado. Miriam?
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
That is incorrect. Were published by a nature-loving member of this movement. To what movement did Ralph Waldo Emerson belong? ATAC. Mark?
Transcendentalism.
That is right. What NBA team had the first unanimous MVP in NBA history with players like Draymond Green and Steph Curry? ATAC. Mark?
The Warriors.
That's right. Which political party protested both Irish and German Catholic immigration? Coronado. Miriam?
The Know Nothing Party.
That's correct. What Baroque Italian painter showed a divine beam of light illuminating a tax collector in The Calling of St. Matthew? ATAC. Mark?
Botticelli.
Incorrect. Coronado. Miriam?
Paganini.
No. Michelangelo. No points. Next question. What American playwright wrote All My Sons and The Crucible? Coronado. Xander?
Arthur Miller.
That's right. What German composer's 9 massive symphonies include, Coronado? Miriam?
Beethoven.
No. Include The Tragic and The Titan. ATAC. Mark?
Holst.
No. Gustav Mahler. No points. Next question. Name this kingdom led by Gustavus Adolphus during the 30 Years' War. Coronado. Seme?
Sweden.
That's right. What quantity equal to 4.18 for water? Coronado. Miriam?
The specific heat capacity of water.
That is correct. What country is home to famed directors like Masaki Kobayashi and Akira Kurosawa? Coronado. Miriam?
Japan.
That's right. What type of substance used to get rid of unwanted plants is exemplified? That's ATAC. Carlo?
Herbicide.
That's right. What company acquired Bang after a 2023 lawsuit? ATAC. Carlo?
PepsiCo.
No. It's an energy drink company known for its distinctive claw logo. Coronado. Xander?
Monster.
That's right. Which scientist's constant can be found by dividing Faraday's constant by the charge of a proton or Boltzmann's, Coronado. Same?
Planks.
Incorrect. Boltzmann constant by the ideal constant. And that's ATAC. Carlo?
Coulombs.
No, it was Amadeo Avogadro. We're out of time. Let's find out who won. Wow, it doesn't get a whole lot closer. The final score tonight, ATAC 110 points, Coronado 120. Congratulations to both teams for an excellent match. And before we get to our trophy presentation for the winning team, we do want to say thank you with a big round of applause to our team runner-up, Advanced Technologies Academy, ATEC. You guys are amazing. That was quite a comeback. So, Phil, you have seen a lot of Varsity Quiz matches. This was a pretty good one, but we have a trophy presentation.
We do. It was phenomenal, 10-point difference. You guys put in a good effort. And I'd like to present this trophy to the winner, Coronado.
Miriam, turn around,
Miriam.
team captain.
Come on.
There you go.
I'd like to present this to you. Now, you can't keep it, but you can hold on to it. Your name will be put on it.
How about you guys like replicate part of the trophy so you guys keep that and I'll keep that tool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give you the one from the dollar store.
But I want to compliment all the Varsity Quiz folks for the effort you put into this every year. We admire you a great deal. Las Vegas Quiz Club really respects you, and that's why we do it every year, because it takes you somewhere. We hope to good places. Thank you.
Wonderful. And congratulations to Coach Matt Aberman. Great job. And for you guys at home, we want to say this is not the end of the season, because we had a great lighthearted match next week. We're going to have the All-Star with some of these players, but players from all 18 teams in all 3 divisions. But we also have some serious business to take place next week as well. We're going to be honoring the Varsity Quiz Coach of the Year. We'll induct a new member of the Varsity Quiz Hall of Fame. And we'll also announce the winner of this year's Howard Naylor Scholarship. So you don't want to miss it. That's next week on Varsity Quiz, right here on Vegas PBS.